knocked him down to force a fourth down.
Allen taking it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Allen now on the sneak. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they come up now second and goal. Allen taking it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Now this time Allen will throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Henry running right. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
His throw incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A first down carry for Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I should.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook
from 13 yards out.
And the Bills are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, report.
They'll set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Brandon Codrington.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And again, it's Allen. And fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, now how about this return?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
That's caught at the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 30 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Running left, it's Henry. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they...
Here's a diving catch right side. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Second and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 60 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Allen steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but, oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jackson now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Allen.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Back to throw. Allen rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
That is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Allen. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Bills 34.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's first down. To throw is Allen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And